Hi guys, when you come in the classroom, make sure you sit in your assigned seats. Put your things in the cubbies underneath the tables. You only need a pencil out today. Make sure you're always checking the screen for what you need to have out. Get your phones put away. You do not need those or your Chromebooks today. Today, you're going to start with this practice sheet. Over the next couple of days, you're going to be learning different techniques for how to draw realistically, and then you're going to be creating a final drawing to demonstrate your ability to draw realistically and get it true to life. So today you're going to start on one of those techniques. We're going to be working on this side of the sheet. So put your name and class period on the top, and you're going to be starting with number 1 here. Okay, and then tomorrow you move on to number 2 like that. So only today you're only working on this side. First thing you're going to do today after you put your name and class period on the top is you're going to answer question A in section 1 of the sheet, which is this right here. The question is, what does it mean that realism is artwork that is realistic and true to life? Give an example. Okay, this is one of those times where to give an answer, it might be easier to give an example of it. Okay, there's lots of different things that this could be. There's a continuum of realism, okay, from photorealistic to abstract. I've got 3 different examples down here. So this is photorealistic drawing, where it's very much like a photo of the person. Okay, this is really not what we're going for. We're going to talk about this more later before you start your finals. Photorealistic is super realistic, right? And there's kind of a middle of the road realism where this, you could probably pick this person out of a lineup, but there's not a whole lot of details, a whole lot of shading, things like that. This one over here is abstract. They've drawn it with scribbles, but it's still is fairly realistic. You can tell that it's probably a woman here, okay? But you wouldn't necessarily be able to pick her out of a lineup because you don't know what kind of hair she has. You don't know what kind of like shape of her ears or anything else like that. It's all left out. But think about that as you're writing down your answer here on A. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the practice technique for today. This is going to be one of the options for how to draw your assignment realistically for the final. We'll draw in the section that I've circled here on the screen. Okay, so still in section number 1 of your worksheet. So for this technique, what you're going to be doing is drawing this Picasso drawing, but you're going to be looking at it upside down, and you're going to it's going to slowly be unveiled as you go. Okay, so we're starting actually with the bottom of the drawing. You're looking at this section as it's just lines and shapes. Okay, this technique helps to trick your brain so that instead of being overwhelmed with, I don't know how to draw this guy, he's funny looking, I don't know how to do this, I can't do this. Okay, it tricks your brain because you're covering it up, you're looking at it upside down. So now it's just shapes and lines, and everyone in here can absolutely draw just shapes and lines. Okay, so you're going to slowly uncover as you go, drawing a little bit at a time, and work your way through it. And you're going to end up with a drawing that maybe looks a little wonky, but you know what? The original drawing looks a little wonky, okay? Should look like your drawing in the end should look like this kind of older guy with a suit on, okay? Shouldn't, if it's realistic, right, be looking like a woman or a dog or anything like that. It should look like this is what you've looked at and you've tried to draw that, okay? But you're working on it in this upside down way where you're slowly uncovering it to trick your brain. That's the method you're trying out today, okay? For all of the methods that we're trying out, we're going to try out 2 that maybe you've never tried before and then 1 that you have done before. They're all options. So if you don't like it, today's the last time you have to try this method. So this whole section, answering question A and then trying out the upside down Picasso method, is due today at the end of class. We'll move on to section number 2 tomorrow.